welcome again to another edition of Community Meetings. This week is the data platform meeting where we're going to be going over triggering and alerts. Again, the same format as always. Please feel free to drop any questions that you have using the Q&A tab below in the webinar. Drop us any kind of message that you want and we'll answer it as soon as we find a moment to jump in. But yeah, I'm not sure who's gonna lead the meeting, so I'll turn it over to y'all.
I'm gonna present our slide.
All right, got it.
Oh, awesome. No problem this time. Hey guys, data platform team here. We're gonna go through a couple of updates for what we have been doing for the past month and having some discussion on our new focus on alerts as a product and get some feedbacks from you guys on what we want to focus on and what we want to prioritize. And we'll have some more polls and some question and answers that we can go into. I'm going to pass the mic to Fro for the updates.
Hey folks, yeah, it's exciting, and I'd like to share more knowledge with you. And during the course of our restructuring of the docs for near indexers, we put together quite a few new tutorials, which we'll talk through today. These three are the data flow type of tutorials that you can find very interesting. I recommend you start with near data flow tutorial, which talks in detail about how the transactions, blocks, and chunks, and receipts, and all those pieces fit together from the high-level point of view. There are no complicated code example there, just pure colorful blocks that you can find on the beautiful video recording there. You can dive deeper with a very specific example of a transfer transaction, which applies the same pattern that covers in the first explanation and applies to a specific transfer transaction. And then there is quite an old tutorial that we had before. It's an advanced one, but I still want to highlight it because it's very important when you want to learn how every single octannier is being transferred through the blockchain. Definitely you want to learn it if you want to understand it like 100% correctly. With that said, I pass my word to Bogdan to give us an update on the Near Lake side of things.
Yeah, hey everyone, excited to be here. For those who didn't understand, I'm representing here a Ukraine, a pagoda somewhere here, there, and of course the lake. It's just like for clarification, why am I dressed like that? Yeah, a few updates. So recently we had the upgrade of Near Core to version 1.26.0. It was released and on the mainnet. So no maintenance was required for the Near Lake framework users during these updates. We captured on the picture one of the Near Lake indexer developers during the update because they have migrated to a Near Lake framework beforehand. Next slide, please. Also, we have asked some of the community members about how things are going with Lake so far and how did they feel during the last Near Core upgrade. You can read through this anonymous testimonial. It was made by anonymous lab rat Ben from the project Fire or Fire. I hope I pronounced it correctly. And the shameless plug that Fire or Fire is an upcoming NFT platform that connects digital art and crypto to the world of impact and charity. They are essentially a marketplace whereby users can purchase art in support of their favorite charity or causes that they feel passionate about. So please wait for the launch. They have soft launched it on mainnet, and very soon they will be launching like pretty loudly, I believe. We're very excited about the project. Next slide, please. Yeah, and a few updates here and there. New Lake framework Rust version received some stability improvements, and we actually like very grateful to our community members who were creating pull requests and actually made it the stability improvements. So kudos to everyone who participated. I remind you that during the previous community call, we got a question about like how to empower our neural lake framework based indexers with the start options that we used to have on the indexer framework, like from interruption, like from the latest block, or like from the genesis or something like that. So we have promised you to create a tutorial, and we did it. As we know, someone has already used it and like benefit from this tutorial, so we're really happy to help. Also, we have released Neural Lake framework JavaScript version. Currently, it's a little bit in beta, I would say, because we haven't we're not running any production code, but it is fully usable and seems to be a production ready solution. So please, we welcome you to beta test it and share your thoughts. Also, we're grateful to our very active community member Vlad Gruchina, who is firing us with pull requests on JavaScript version. It's really helpful, so kudos to Vlad. And like we're thinking about a new Neural Lake framework like language which we're going to implement, and I don't know, maybe it will be Python. I don't know, who knows. Let's see. Next slide, please. Yeah, and last minute update like during this week, like before, especially for this community meeting, we have created another tutorial that is utilizing the Neural Lake framework JavaScript version. Like it is an NFT indexer. Now on the screen you can see an example of what it actually prints during the indexing process. We have been trying to make this example as useful as possible in terms of you can grab the code, read the tutorial, grab the code, like adjust it for your needs and just use it. So please, you're welcome. And I'm not sure if I have done everything. I guess it was the last update from my side. And I believe I'm passing the ball to Frol or to Tiffany. Yeah, it's Tiffany. Yeah. So thank you. I'm here.
Awesome. Yeah, so the last major part is we're going to have finally alerts that is going to be supported via Dev Console. And we have a lot of idea for what alerts would be and what it would look like. It will have a lot of progression later down the phase. But high level, we're focusing on a couple of things to get started, and the ones that we identify as very important for all of you here. So the first one is around transaction. So for transactions, we want to notify users on all the transactions where a certain account is touched. So any accounts that you are interested in, you are curious about, you want to understand, you want to keep track on, we want to notify you. The second one will be only on failed transactions that it mainly concerns you, so that you can act on it, or you want to just keep track or anything. And the second portion will be around contracts. We have identified two major areas. One is notify me when a certain method has been called. So there are a lot of methods in your contract. So instead of only looking at transaction, you can go one layer deep into like understanding what exactly has been act on, and plan your actions around it. Or notify me when a certain event has been fired by a contract. And the last portion is around accounts. So you definitely want to keep track on when your account balance has changed, right? If there's any money coming in, or any money going out, large amount or a smaller amount, if you really want to keep track. Yeah, so we have a poll ready, which also have other parts of of the questions that I have on the second slide here about a lot of different things, but I want to pause here and launch the poll so that you're able to interact with it. So the first question off the poll is actually about the lake migration that Bogdan has just shared a lot on the updates that we have made on the lakefront. And we really want to understand your experience for the lake. Have you started the integration migration? Do you want to? Are you considering? Are you interested? And we want to help you along the way and see where we can better help you to migrate to this awesome product that we have. Let me know if you cannot see the poll, by the way. I think it's working well, working fine.
Yeah, I think the poll's up. There is one question someone has. They're asking, in which scenario should they not be moving on to the near lake for indexing?
Bogdan, you want to take that?
Yeah, sure. I missed how we ended up in the Q&A session already. Yeah.
So, sorry.
Yeah, in my opinion, we have only one but very major scenario when you should not be using near lake framework. It's whenever your indexing stuff requires to perform some queries into the blockchain itself. So and you are about fully decentralized decision, of course. So it's a little bit undocumented stuff, but whenever you run indexer based on indexer framework, you can access the view client, which is basically the client in the near core sites, like a crate, which allows you to perform view calls into the chain, like the data you have, without going through the RPC somewhere around. It's entirely on the single node. So I believe this case might be some sort of crucial for some projects, but yeah, I don't see any other scenarios. Maybe Frost.
Let me expand on it a bit. So first of all, I would say the only reason you want to avoid using near lake is that all in all, near lake is a centralized solution. We store the blocks on S3 and you then pull the blocks from S3. So we will rely on Pagoda Inc. to put the blocks there for you. Whereas if you use indexer framework, you run your own node, which is part of the decentralized peer-to-peer network, and you have direct access to all the communication the node does with all the rest of the network. So that's the only difference. And some, if you run your own node, your own network, then you can not use lake because we only index testnet and mainnet. So yeah, but you can still run a near lake implementation, the indexer itself, which is based on top of indexer framework, and index your own local net just as well. So
yeah, and we have another question about any plans on configuration options for storage for all Amazon headers. It's already there, so you actually can run your own near lake instance, which is storing the blocks in JSON format, and you can choose any S3 compatible storage for that. But Pagoda is not covering you in this case, but you can do it by your own.
But also follow up on that, I do have a question that I want to ask also, the community here is, are you guys interested in the storage, right? So that is also going to be a feedback that help us at Pagoda as a whole to see if we want to, if we want to devote resource in something, in a certain thing like this. If you guys are interested, we are going to think about the ways that we can integrate with decentralized storage or other storage that we can provide as a whole through various ways. That's Pagoda. So really welcome all the feedbacks I can get on that front too. It's not in the poll, but welcome answers.
Yeah, another question, is accessing through indexer faster than the lake? It depends on what kind of accessing the question is. If we're talking about something we can request through the RPC, in case of the lake solution, you will be using the external RPC. So it might be a little bit slower than if you're running your own node with the RPC itself. But if we're talking about running and getting the data, I believe with Lake, it's at least it feels faster because it starts immediately. You're you can get some data faster, but you will start forever. Yeah,
Let me extend it as well from my side. So we are talking about Near Lake as a solution that is based on top of indexer framework. So first indexer framework will pick up first the network will pick up the block, then the indexer framework will pick up the block, then we will put the block onto S3, and only then the Near Lake clients will pick it up from S3. So there is some delay between the indexer framework picking up the most recent finalized block, and then between the lake would see it. But this delay is quite small, and my estimate was around a few hundred milliseconds. So it shouldn't be a problem when we are talking about finalization taking 3 seconds to arrive. Hopefully that covers the question. Feel free to create follow-up questions if you need more clarifications.
Yep, sounds good. Yeah, so there's no more question yet. Yeah, follow back on launching the polls. I already see most of the participants here have answered them, so really appreciate that. So yeah, so the prioritization on what are the things that we are going to prioritize for supporting the alerts. Appreciate your answer, solid, and we're going to pass it to our development and prioritize accordingly. We really care about your feedback and where you care. And more polls are, so you already saw a question around alerts channels. We are thinking about supporting multiple channels, as flexible as it can be. But we also hope to, with your guys' help on prioritizing what we're going to support. So also saw a lot of feedbacks around webhooks. So awesome. That's actually what we're thinking about supporting first. So looks like we matched on that one. And next question is, what do you want to see in this community call? So yeah, we are doing it for the second time, and we're trying to improve on what we're going to do. And so yeah, so really appreciate the answer for that one. And the last one is, we are potentially going to recruit more lab reps. No, just kidding. But yeah, we want to have more interaction with you guys and have direct user interviews, conversations, build long-term relationships, and yes, potentially have more beta testing with you to see your experience and improve the product around it. So also really appreciate all the answers I got from that one. We actually don't have other set agendas for this one, but yeah, so the fastest connection to our team, I just saw the answer. Yeah, so fastest connection to our team, we are all really active on all of our, actually, this is a great place to show that we are active on all of our repos. We're active on GitHub issues, and we really welcome questions in Stack Overflow in the link here. And my personal information on my Calendly to schedule any call or discussion is all available from our weekly updates that Bogdan here also amazingly prepared and send it out every week. If you subscribe to the community thread on the Near GitHub repo, you will be able to see our updates, and there are all the links, places, my Discord, Telegram, anything. Feel free to reach out. And yeah, so I think that's one of the ways to reach me, at least. Anyone wants to add on that?
No, there's also developer office hours that we have every day for DevRel. Every single day we have 2 different office hours at near.org/office-hours. You can come in and ask us any question, and the DevRel team will try to help. Yeah, if we can't help, we'll forward you to one of these teams that can. So yeah.
Yeah, really appreciate the DevRel guys. Also was also having this question passed by just yesterday from Dorian. So they've definitely been doing an awesome job, and we're able to really connect and follow up on creating solutions, bring up any way we can help. So yeah, really great channels everywhere, and we really want to connect with you guys. But the course we have on Near University.
Do you want to answer a few questions?
Yeah, there's a couple in here. Yeah. Do you guys have any course tutorials on Near University? I'm not sure if you guys do yet, but maybe if there are any plans to collaborate with the education team to port some of your tutorials or courses over there.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Fro, also jump in.
Yeah, I think we are already doing quite a good job with the tutorials, which you can find on our indexer, nearindexers.io website. As to specific tutorials on the Near University, we will definitely reach out to them and see if they will pick up our materials from our tutorials, but we are not in a great connection. Like we haven't set up the connection yet to make it a full course because the Near Lake is quite a young project out there.
Cool. Yeah, it looks like you got a follow up. It'd be cool to have like a certificate covering indexing, and Near Lake in general. You could have like a near certified data engineer, maybe. So yeah, definitely take that under consideration. Cool.
Yeah,
I would like to get this certificate as well.
Cool. Well, yeah, keep posting your questions. We have quite a bit of time to answer them if you have any. Feel free to keep posting them. Otherwise, were there any other agenda items that you guys had for today?
I don't think I have anything planned. This is a shorter one, but we are going to have more and more coming starting from next one, because we'll have more deliverables and more detailed things that we're really going to share and interact and get more feedbacks on our stack and our deliveries on products. So yeah, so be prepared for the longer ones, more and more.
Cool. Well, yeah, we can give it maybe 1 or 2 more minutes, see if anybody has any more questions. Oh, another one came in. What's the state of Pagoda Dev Console and having Near Lake being a part of it?
That's an awesome question. We have actually just have been talking about this week, and I just reached out to the console team, and we have this great product and we really want to put on console. It's not showing up yet. So a brief sharing on that product roadmap is in the short term, immediate short term, we are going to have a section on top of console that is going to be linking to an introduction to the lake and some great tutorials that Bogdan here has been creating and guiding you through the process of connecting to Lake via AWS. But as the next step preview, we're working on a solution to integrate with console in a more smoother way. And we're still figuring out what that looks like, but hopefully you're able to directly manage your lake access via console with some other potential analytics on your usage and monitoring on your indexer status. More things to come. But yeah, short term, we are working on a quick introduction embed into console. So yeah, good to know that you're also looking forward to that then.
Cool.
I have another suggestion here.
Yeah.
So from the poll, I see that people are asking for technical walkthrough of during our community updates. So I think we can actually run our NFT indexer tutorial, not the tutorial, but the result of the tutorial live. So at least we can see it, how it's expected to work. And I think it's a good use of our time. And maybe you will have some other questions meanwhile, or maybe you will ask more specific questions regarding the code.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, go for it. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. I hope you can see my black screen.
We can maybe make the text a little bit bigger.
Yep. Give me a second. Like it's small for you, but it's quite big for me on a 27-inch screen, you know. Okay, is it fine?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
Maybe open the website first and just show the motivation part of it and cover a bit. Just yeah.
Okay. Like I don't want to share entire screen just because it's too big, and I'll be doing very. Yeah, give me a second. Yeah, this one. Can you see it?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry. So yeah, this is like a building NFT. Yeah, and like meanwhile, let me know, please, anyone who is following tutorials I'm trying to write here. I decided to go with the end section in the beginning to let you know what you got if you like walk through this tutorial. Also, I'm putting a motivation section explaining why this tutorial might be useful. So please let me know if it is fine for you. Like maybe you want some improvements on that, and like I'll take it into account. So as for motivation, like I don't know if it's good to read it out loud while you see it. It looks more like a lesson, so I would skip it. But like, yeah, we got a. It was one of the biggest tutorial I believe so far. So explaining everything, beginning from the creating a directory, but like in a few like myself words about the motivation, a lot of projects around NFTs are coming around at near, so a lot of questions regarding the indexer is something like oh, I need to get all the NFTs like of a specific account or something like that, and the answer is always like just index the entire blockchain and find every single NFT out there for this account and store it somewhere. But how to do that, like I believe this tutorial will help you. But the application, like the code that we have done is more like for the NFT hunters, I would say, like to know every new single NFT out there immediately. So I will demonstrate it like in real life. Explore. Give me a second. I'm typing very slowly. For us to see it actually live, we will copy the recent block and put it. Sorry, I'm switching the screen to the terminal. That's much more interesting. Yep, it's here. Oh, that was wrong region. Sorry, I need to sort the windows. Yeah, I'm putting the freshest block height I could find into the lake config, and then just starting the stuff. This indexer is made such way that we won't understand if it is working until any new NFT will be minted out there. So we can chill out and just wait for the results. this is a debug errors from the near lake that is trying to get the newer information before it appeared actually on the S3. So please don't be afraid. Meanwhile, we have a question. Would Near Lake have out-of-the-box support for building dashboards data visualization using libs like D3.js? I know this might be out of scope, but it will certainly be helpful for integrators. Frol, do you want to answer that?
Yeah, I will take it. So Near Lake is the foundation that allows you to collect the data and build your own handlers to the data you receive from the chain. We believe the data visualization and dashboards are the next step. And also we have a few projects in the community that we know are working on that problem space. So you may either join them in the effort or build your own based on the Near Lake as your data source, basically. So that would be a great project to be built, but it falls behind, like outside of the scope of data platform team at this point in time. Yeah, but still great answer, great question, and definitely highlights the need of the community. Thanks.
Yeah, sorry, I'll adjust a little bit, but by hiding that error, so it won't bother us during demo. And yeah, it wasn't planned, so please don't be mad at us for so a little bit shitty demo. Meanwhile, I can teach you how to exit Vim. Yeah, now we see only the code NFT means. This datetime stuff is made out of the blocks datetime, so it is real, but it's the current time, I believe. But for what time zone? I don't know. Sorry, it's definitely not. Yeah, it's UDC.
Yeah.
Oh, great. So it is UDC. Thanks, Olga. It's not so excited demo as you might have expected, but like imagine you have written all this stuff, walking through tutorial, and then you got this result. Like it's more excited at that moment.
Yeah, I see that a few folks in the chat said that they will mint the NFTs now. I wonder if
Yeah.
you caught any of those. Can you share which one of them is yours?
Are you only listening for Paras?
No, we're listening for every one who is following the NEP 171, but we're building links for Paras and for Mintbase. We want to say hi to Ricky and Nate and their teams. Hello, guys.
Yeah, Ben, I see your comment that it didn't pick up your NFT somehow. Was it, I wonder if it was, well, you said that it's minting. I hope the contract was using
yes, Ben, it needs event standard. Yeah, it's kind of weird demo, I believe. Like we have created tutorial like 1 day ago. No one have been seeing it and following, and now like we got a lot of questions about the content of the tutorial, which we're not showing. Like we like maybe we should stop preparing tutorials and just like present them only here, like during the community meeting. So like, want to learn how to build indexer? Okay, join our community meeting.
Yeah, we'll have you covered, and always present you with the already built results here. Cool. I don't see any other questions though.
Yeah. Okay. I think Ben wants to mint his NFT, and then if there's no more questions after that, we can probably wrap it up a little bit early. But yeah, hurry up, Ben. We're we're waiting live. It's the anticipation of this mint. Too much pressure. All right. It's going. Oh, RPC timeout. Oh, no.
Next time we will invite SRE engineers on the meeting.
Well, that's all. That's all the time we have for today, folks.
It's testnet now. We actually are watching the mainnet now.
Oh, we're on mainnet. He's minting on testnet, and we're watching for mainnet.
Yeah,
oh, that's
like,
great.
This is a great point, actually. I can show how fastly we can switch the network without any problem. Like, we just need to change the bucket name we're reading from the mainnet to testnet and change the block height. Let's get
something like 100 blocks behind, maybe 500 blocks behind.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm learning how to use the Explorer. I hope I copied something. Nope. What it was? Okay.
Thanks,
like
for
100 blocks. I'm trying to copy the recent block, you know. Okay. Commas.
Remove commas.
Yeah. Thank you. And let's go.
All right, Ben. Mint your testnet NFT. Oh, hey, we caught a freshly minted NFT.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that.
Benji, you are a star. Yeah, but like anything minted, like you can notice this unknown marketplace. We marked every others except those we covered during the tutorials, like Mintbase and Paras. We marked them as unknown, and this answer, like this response, this output doesn't have like don't have links for the NFTs because we don't know where it is. And you know, like another hi to Ricky and to Nate with their teams. It was really hard to find out how to build a URL for your websites. Like I spent like half an hour at least.
That's the crime.
It's definitely a crime, especially with the pieces when I need to split this by the column and like put it after the contract name, and then after the slash I need to put all together this like without splitting. This was amazing. Yeah, thanks for the journey.
All right,
Awesome.
thanks everybody. It was great to have you, and it was great to hear the comments and participate, see your feedback on the polls.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it'd
Yeah,
actually be kind of cool to create those polls like on a Google sheet or something, like a Google poll, so that way we could post it on the YouTube when this gets uploaded, and then yeah, users can participate as well.
And
Sure, we'll prepare for that and share it all together.
Cool.
yeah, and I believe people voted for technical walkthroughs and demos. So we will be trying to prepare like it was this like that kind of situation when we are like currently building something and just like in that phase that it's not working yet. So I believe next time we will bring something to show you, like hardcore, like from the terminal, of course.
Yeah, last time we were very excited for the lake, and now we're really wanting to understand what you care most about, and we're gonna tailor everything based on what you need. If the technical walkthrough it is, then we'll have the live near certified data engineer program, and the poll will be a quiz at the end, and you will get your certificate after. So yeah, thank you for all the answers.
Awesome. Thank you so much, everyone. Appreciate it. See you next time. Have a great rest of your day.
Yeah. See ya. Bye bye.